Nimmo goes the other way. Oh, I'm sending Ramos. I don't care. Go Big Buffalo. Roll on home. That's what you get. Brandon Nimmo makes you pay for intentionally walking Jeff McNeil. Don't mess with the Nimmo fish. He can handle his own. A Nimmo fish is better than a Marlin. That's the way I look at it. I'm not exactly a sea expert. I forget what the name of those are. You can see the fish in the background right now. But anyways, look at the Nimmo. Hey everyone, hope you all are doing well. Welcome back to another New York Mets franchise mode episode 29. After the last game did go well, we got home runs from multiple players, obviously including Robinson Cano. And we win the game 7-2, able to take that last game of the series after losing the first two, trying my best not to get swept. We still are behind the Phillies in the division, so that definitely is a problem. We're a game out right now, but still there is more work to be done. Obviously, we could be better. And I said in the last video, I want to send down Matt Adams. Just have not gotten any good timing with him, really. He only has 8 at-bats, and that's because I haven't really used much of him. I haven't really felt the need because, like, I have Dom Smith off the bench. I have Cespedes off the bench, who hasn't hit well, but he still is, Cespedes. And also have Marisnik, who I actually have not hit as well with lately, but still 302 average is pretty good for 43 at-bats. So I wanted to send him down and call up another pitcher because I feel like I don't have enough pitchers on the roster, and even the guys I do, I don't have that one guy I feel like could go really, really deep into a game. Like, Azalma's stamina is 35, but look at a normal reliever like Brad Brock, who's 23, or another familiar who's 23. It's just like, you know what, that's not that big of a difference between the stamina. So I need somebody that can really go deep into games. And for that, I'm going to have to look at the starting pitchers. And I look at David Pearson, 83 stamina, nothing else too good. You know what I mean? The hits and Ks and walks, all that is way too low. And I don't think the Mets would call him up quite yet. I feel like that would be something that would happen later in the season. And then other guys that we have seen in the big leagues is somebody like Corey Oswalt, who's had a couple good starts. But again, look at his hits, his Ks, home runs at 34. Like, he's not going to get anything done, so I can't use him. And then Walker Lockett, who I thought did pretty well after they made the trade with the Indians for Kevin Plawecki. And you look at his stats, same story. I mean, everything is really bad. Can't use him. And when you look at the relievers, we have Paul Sewald, who I'm not a fan of. I feel like he'll have a couple good outings, but when you need it most, he will blow the lead and blow the game. But even then, his stamina is 26, and nothing else really jumps off the board. Chasen Shreve, a left-hander, the walks and home runs are too big of a concern for me. I would like having another left-hander in the bullpen, but with the 3-batter minimum rule, not so much. Samuel Zamora, a lefty. Look at his overall 49. Jacob Rain, 48. And what's crazy to me is that Walker Lockett, I said, was the best pitcher that got starts that wasn't in the top, starting 5. And he's the worst-rated pitcher of the organization at 57. So it proves my point of what I say in all my videos and just when talking about the Mets in general, how bad the bullpen is when it's not the top guys, when it's these minor league relievers that we have seen far too often. And you get to see what MLB The Show thinks of these players. Like, I talk about how bad they are, and those stats show truly how bad they actually are. It really is terrible. And the thing is that the Mets have gone to them so often every single year. And again, 2015, they blow those games in the World Series, and you really felt like, you know what, if the bullpen was better, they could have won these games, and they haven't really done much to help that. 2016, okay, a couple moves, Jerry Blevins, Fernando Salas, but after that, nothing else really going on, whether it was 2017 or 2018. And then last year, where you saw the bullpen was another big deal. You bring in Edwin Diaz, okay, bring back Jerry's Familia, all right, Joseph Wilson, and those guys, Joseph Wilson did good, but then you saw the games you blew in 2019, so you're like, okay, well, you still need more bullpen. What moves can you make? And the Mets got Betances only because of what they're able to do with Cespedes and the way they got that contract money back from him. And you just see that, not a lot. There's going to take more than that. If you have another late scratch, I don't know why the computer does that so much. The way they just pull guys super early, and they're going to play, and they're like, oh, you know what? As we went from the dugout onto the field, the guy got injured, so we're going to pull him. But just to get back to those minor league relievers, it's things that we see them so often, and I really just don't want to see them anymore. So Jeff McNeil takes the first pitch inside. I was too busy talking. I wasn't paying attention to the swing. 3-2 from Porcello. In there, strike 3 called. Just able to paint that outside corner. Struck him out. Nice pitch there. That one's hitting the left center field. Nimmo running back on him. He's able to catch it. I can't believe it. I thought I was going to drop it for sure. Another 1-2-3 for Porcello. Porcello pops up the ball. Why is it so hard to bunt in this game? What is it that I'm not doing right? Somebody in the comment section, please tell me. because, like, it's a changeup down the middle. I'm holding bunt, pitcher squares, boom, pop up to first base. I don't really think you can bunt this game from what I've played just in general, like in history of MLB The Shows. I feel like it's never been easy to bunt. But if there's something I could do to help it, let me know. I feel like I'm always better off trying to bunt for a hit because at least the ball would stay on the ground. At least I would hope. You never know, but still, it's just always fishy. This throws me a fastball right down the middle. Get good timing, okay result. Oh, yeah. Let's see how they bunt. Oh, look at that, perfect. Or not, and try to turn double play. Come on, Cano, get rid of it. There we go. I guess you just can't bunt this game, honestly. 3-2. Struck him out. Big punch out from Rick Porcello. They had back-to-back singles to start off the inning. Able to get out of it because you just can't bunt in this game. Alonso drives one out to left center field. Good, okay. Robbie Cano gets a changeup down the middle. Perfect into the right fielder's glove. Conforto, perfect. Please stay fair. Yay, it's fair. Home run, Michael Conforto. And that'll put us up 1-0. Definitely, like I said before, I would like to try to get Conforto back going because when I first called him up, he was red hot, hitting so many home runs. I mean, that one video, I think it was like episode 9, I want to say. The one that has Conforto, like, on the thumbnail. I had like 3 home runs with him in that game. Like, 2 of them were perfect. He did really well. And then I think we played Houston after that, and he hit really well in that series. Then after that, no more. And as I've said before, that's kind of been the trend with Michael Conforto in his career. He does hit them in bunches. When he gets hot, oh my goodness, he looks like he can carry a lineup. But then when he gets cold, he stays cold, and it's like all the way cold. You know what I mean? It's not a few hits, it's no hits. It's not a home run, it's a bunch of home runs or none at all. He definitely is that definition of all or nothing. And I just firmly believe that Michael Conforto could be more than that. I really think he could be a more consistent player. I always, like, people want to say, oh, well, he hit over 30 home runs these past couple of years and almost over 100 runs. And I'm like, you know what? That's great. But as I said in the MLB 100 video, like, reacting to the top 100 players that MLB Network decided, so many players had Michael Conforto's season. 30 home runs, 100 RBIs, whatever. Conforto didn't even reach 100 RBIs, but still, the 30 home run thing, everybody does that, especially because Conforto did it with, the average in the 250s, 260s, which everybody does. That is just the modern day hitter, the home run league, all or nothing league, and possibly a juiced baseball. So Michael Conforto is hitting like any other hitter, but for me, I like the guy in 2017 when the ball wasn't juiced. He was an all-star, and his average was almost around the 280s, and he still almost hit 30 home runs and almost drove in 100 runs. But he could have got his average up, 30 points at least? Mike Conforto can be that hitter. He just doesn't. He always gets caught up with the home runs and, again, just being all or nothing. As we could get another look at his home run right here. So that is why I am so hard on him. Only because I think it's capable more. Because, like, if we all knew that Michael Conforto was supposed to be bad, like, I would more so be on the Mets for having him than just Conforto. You know what I mean? It's hard to explain, but that's the way I feel. Oh, God, I also feel like this is going to be a tough play for Ramos, but he makes it. Okay, there we go, 1 out. 0-2 from Porcello. That one's hit into left field. J.D. Davis, range. I'm going to drop it. Oh, my God, he caught it. Oh, man. When he did that animation, I feel like that's an automatic drop. When he'd reach over like that across his body, no way I think he was going to catch that. Thank God he did. That ends the inning. Oof. Man, I really thought he was going to drop it for sure. That's not a strike. I'm a pitcher. It's hard enough to hit, and you're going to call that a strike. That's still not a strike to me, but okay. Alonso in the hole, gets it over to Porcello, covering the mound. Nice job, 2 out. Wow. Nimmo down the line. What are they calling that? Fair ball. Okay, good. Finally. Ooh, I almost went 3, but I hit it too hard. That would have been nice. But leadoff double nonetheless for Alonso coming up. Oh, look at Nimmo shaking it up. That's all pepper shaking. Remember that thing? It went away so fast. I'm pretty sure that was 2018 when the Mets had that ridiculous of a tease, false April Fool's the whole month joke when they go on that crazy start and everyone was hitting and they're doing the salt and pepper Todd Frazier shaker and whatnot, and then all of a sudden Alonso gets a slider right down the middle, gets good okay, which drives me nuts. But then the Mets struggled. May, June, July happened, and they couldn't get anything done. That salt and pepper shaker went gone and never came back. I don't know. That was the worst. Oh my gosh. I remember now just thinking about April 2018. Like, obviously we've had so many moments as Met fans where we're just like, are you kidding me? So many bad things have happened. But that was one of the worst because they were crazy good in that April stretch. I mean, they were just winning game after game. They'd make so many rise. The thing that impressed me so much about that April win streak was when the Mets would get behind, they would instantly come back and take the lead. It was literally every time, the bottom half of the inning, boom, the Mets were right back in. Whether it was Cabrera or somebody, even Adrian Gonzalez, like the Mets were finding ways to just get back in games and win it at the end. And they got to such a hot start, and they were hitting on all cylinders. They were pitching well. The bullpen was holding up. We're thinking, is Mickey Callaway a good manager? You know, his first time managing, and oh my gosh, were we fooled big time, because even with that tremendous start to the season, they were still way out of it by the time the season was over, because June, like, April was really good, but June was really bad, worse than how good the April was, so it kind of, you know, balanced it out to where it was more bad than good, and they had an under 500 record. As while I was talking, we got a run on some nice sack. I mean, the Alonso one should have been gone. Even Cano got a good pitch to hit, but at least able to move the runner over the old-fashioned way, not just home run or nothing. You know, get your ground out to move him over. Get a sacrifice fly to bring him home. That's good old-fashioned, old-school baseball. I like it. Oh, he gets jammed there. Can Alonso make a play? He can. Dale just hit him in the back like Cano did that other day. That was brutal. Oh, man, I was like heated. 3-2 from Porcello in there. Strike 3. Oh, I thought I was going to walk him because I was ahead 0-2. Fell behind 3-2. Just able to get down and sneak that inside corner. That's the thing I do like about Rick Porcello, is that even though he will have a high ERA, he'll have a lot of base runners on, you know what I mean? He'll pitch to contact, but I do like that he moves the ball around. That's always something I admired about Rick Porcello. It's just that he can throw strikes also. We think of some of the relievers that the Mets have, like if Betances or Familia, they just can't find the strike zone. Porcello can. He'll throw it up, he'll throw it away, down, he'll hit all the corners. That is what I like about him. And honestly, he's pitching really well so far, so I do want to keep him out there, honestly, and try to rest the bullpen as much as I can. Which, I mean, everyone is fully rested, but I don't want to waste it if my starting pitcher is doing really well, because if Matz has a Matz meltdown, or Michael Wacha, we know automatically can't go as deep into games like Porcello can. I just want to leave him out there. Ooh, Ramos into right center field. Good week, but it falls for a base hit. I'll take it. If it's good week, at least give me a base hit. Do I even try to butt Ramos over? I don't know what to do here. I mean, in real life you do, but I feel like it's going to be an automatic double play. I'm trying to keep it sim, but this is just weird. It's hard to bunt Rosario. I could bunt Ramos. Oh! I did it. Okay, that was a good bunt right there. That's what I'm talking about. Got it on the ground. Pitcher had to run a long way to get it, and to move Ramos up. How about that? Now hopefully McNeil doesn't get robbed. Why does it feel like it is? An intentional walk to Jeff McNeil to face Nimmo. Well, imagine I just pitch it. Cespedes here just went crazy. I mean, the thing is that, like, if I was hitting good with Cespedes, I would do it. But since I'm not going to do it. Nimmo goes the other way. Oh, I'm sending Ramos. I don't care. Go Big Buffalo. Roll on home. That's when you get. Brandon Nimmo makes you pay for intentionally walking Jeff McNeil. Don't mess with the Nimmo fish. He can handle his own. A Nimmo fish is better than a Marlin. That's the way I look at it. I'm not exactly a sea expert. I forget what the name of those are. You can see the fish in the background right now. But anyways, look at the Nimmo fish. Oh, put some respect on Alonso's name. Are you serious? Oh, I thought I had that one just early. Oh, I thought that was game over right there. Oh, so close. So close. Oh, that two-seamer hung. Think I have to pull Porcello here. I don't want to risk it. It's not that big a deal. You know, he went really far, so I can't, you know, complain too much. Almost got 7 score innings out of him. Not going to mess around. We have a fully rested bullpen. Let's just win this game. We're not up by a million. Matt Joyce flies out to right field. Conforto gets under it, and the inning is over. You know, maybe Porcello could have got him out, but Justin Wilson definitely was the better matchup. Go to the fresh arm and just get out the inning, keep the lead. You know, because too many times this season, especially with somebody like Matt, where I've been like, he can get out of it, he can get out of it, and he doesn't, and then all of a sudden I blow the lead and I get mad and start crying and everything. Don't want that to happen. Just keep everything where it is. Ramos drives one out to left field. Good timing, and it's out of here. Oh, wow. 2-run homer from Wilson Ramos. I did not think that was going to get out at all. You look at the exit velocity, 98.5, 367 feet. I mean, I was early on it. The way the left fielder was going back, it looked like it. I didn't get too much of it. It looked like it's going to be my normal fly out where, I get good result. But it's just a routine fly. It really looked like that off the bat. Let me see this again, because with the left fielder, he didn't really look like he had too much a sense of urgency going back on it, but all of a sudden it just barely snuck out of there. I definitely will take it. 2 more runs on the board, and we're up 5-0. Now Rosario drives one out to left field. Oh, that was okay. He gets caught. I don't know. Now I was kind of like uncertain after the one that Ramos just hit. Because if anything, that was a better pitch. I think my contact was better. But listen, as long as I get the 2 runs and I'm still ahead, I'm not going to complain that much. Maybe later. And man, strikes out. I mean, I can't do anything with this guy at all. Ooh.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Good timing, of course. Brandon Nimmo gets a slide over the middle. He drives it out to right center field, off the wall. I'm looking 3 here. Let's see the Nimmo fish swim. Look at him go. He's safe. This has just been the Nimmo fish game. This is what I'm talking about right here. Alonso down the line. Fair ball. That's going to bring home Brandon Nimmo. And I'm just going to stay at first. I don't want to risk it. Corey Dickerson on the ground. Look at Alonso going in the hole again. Can Familia beat him to the back? He can. Alonso just out here making plays at first on defense tonight. I like that. Now a 3-2 from Jerry Familia. Swung and a miss. Struck him out, and the ball game is over. Put it in the books. The New York Mets defeat the Miami Marlins 6-0 in what was a very nice outing from Rick Porcello. Almost going 7 scoreless innings. Got into a little trouble. Justin Wilson bailed him out. Offense woke up late. We had multiple guys contributing. We had Conforto hit a home run. Ramos hit a home run. Nimmo had an RBI hit. Alonso drove him in. And I feel like maybe Cano drove in the other run. It's hard to remember when you get 6. But all in all, definitely a solid win. One of our better wins, I'd have to say. Just one of maybe my least rage, I think. I'd have to say probably because I'm usually crying and complaining about something in every single game. But this one, I was pretty calm, able to get the job done. And we performed really well, took care of business. I mean, the Marlins should not be a tough matchup. These should be easy wins for us compared to the other players we have faced. When we think of the Nationals and the Phillies and the Braves and the Astros and even the Brewers, we've definitely faced our fair share of tough opponents and tough teams. But this was a good one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, leave a like, comment what you think I should do with Matt Adams, and just the Mets and Marlins, the 2018 run, the bullpen troubles from 2015 on, and just anything going on in sports in general. Until the next one, be safe, be smart, be healthy, and have a good one.